All right. In the last video, we have seen hooks part 2, like after hooks and before hooks. Okay. So let's continue with that. So today, if you observe, right, so we are putting all our hooks before and after in the spec file itself, right? So in real time or in framework level, you cannot keep everything in one file, right? So you have to distribute your things, right? So what we will do, we'll take this out from here and keep it in a separate file. Let's call it as a hooks.ts. Okay. So copy this everything, Control X, and then paste it. Okay. So select everything. I think not everything should be fine. These three. Anyway, we are working with only 6, right? That should be fine. Or as of now, let's keep it as it is and let's copy this import and paste it over here. Okay. Done. So now just for testing purpose, if it is working fine or not after keeping uh, all the before and after hooks in a separate file, let's see. Let's uncommenting this first one and after all this one. Okay, let's try running it and see what will happen. Okay, do you see this? Nothing has printed over here related to the hooks. Okay, the reason is two things over here. One, if you go to cucumber.json file, I said to identify the spec file using star.spec.ts. That means everything under the spec file, spec folder, it will be identified only if that pattern is matching. We discussed this earlier. So now I have to rename this as a hooks.spec.ts one, or you add a path because it's array, right? You can add multiple paths over here. So rather than marking as a hooks as a spec file, let's copy this relative path and add a separate one. Only one. Not every file should be added over here. So we need all the specs files here and the hooks files over here. Okay. So now you try running it and see. Okay. Now you see quitting the driver and creating the results directory. That means it is picking up the hooks properly now. It is picking up the hooks properly now. Okay. So this is a concept. Okay. So now we will learn few things which will you will get additionally as a function. I mean, I can say as a parameter in the function. Okay, let's talk about one by one. So now we will discuss with the after step. Okay, so now what is mean by after step? When this will be executed? Once the step, right? If you take a look at the file one, this is a step. Once this is executed, what should be the outcome of this? Some action you will be performing it, right? Okay, so that action will result in many things, right? It may pass, it may fail, but you want to lag it actually. See, simply you will perform some steps over here, you will lag it something, but you want to clearly mention. If you see here now, right? If I run this one, what will happen? It will simply say this is after step, it is printing, but which step is that? I want to lag even that clear. I want to go in depth of it. I want to know which step it is. I want to know whether it is passed or failed. I want to know all those details. Okay. If you want to know it, you can have a parameter. You can call it as a function fn. I'm just giving a name fn as a parameter name. Okay. What I will do, first I will debug over here. Okay. You can see I have opened the JavaScript debug terminal. I will run this now. So the program will stop over here, which is fine. So now right click, just select this object, select this particular parameter, say evaluate and debug console. Now you can see it is giving the information related to that particular parameter, right? Okay. You see over here, test step ID, test case started ID. See here, the main important what we are looking for is the result, right? In this object, right? This parameter as an object, you see here, duration is also it is giving, status is passed. Because that particular step is passed now. That means it will make our life easier to log to the HTML report what is passed, what is not passed, what happened, whether it is skipped or not. You will get to know the each and every detail of it, right? How will you access? Simply see here, fn dot, okay, what is that? Result, okay, result dot, okay, status. Sorry, one second, status. You see this? We are able to access. Like this, you can access any of these four or five. How many are there? One, two, three, four, five, six are these keys. You can access it, right? Result you can access, and this is very important. This one, see here, pickle step. Which step it is, right? Let's see which step it is. So pickle step dot name, pickle step dot text. You see this? This is the step that is being completed now, right? I can say that, okay, this step is completed. I can refer this variable, right? At this level. And see, in terms of this, the terminology, right? I will give you example. This whole file is nothing but a Gherkin document for you. And this one is nothing but a pickle for you, each and every scenario. And each and every step is nothing but a pickle step from the CucumberJS, internal perspective. Right? You don't need to worry about, okay, what this pickle and pickles, nothing. Simple. Gherkin document, this entire file. Pickle, this scenario. Pickle step, one each and every given when, then whatever it is. Okay. So at this point, after step, at this point, after step, what we need, nothing but a step, pickle step. You can get that information. You just expand it, you will get to know everything. Okay, status, past. And at the pickle level, you can see all this thing. And you can look at the Gherkin level. You get to know which file it is, what is the path of it. Especially this is very helpful in the reporting perspective, right? You can see if you have any tags, what is the language of it, right? You will get every information of this particular uh, object as a parameter. I mean, you are referring a parameter in which it is an object, right? Okay. So like this, after step will be very helpful when you add a parameter which is of object type, which is provided by CucumberJS. Nothing special over here. So because I have shown you in the debug console, because I want to show everything instead of printing directly, I want to show like this. You can access this variable like this. For example, see here, I want to check let's say, rather than saying like this, let's change the console here. I will simply say log, okay, log step, okay, which step, okay, fn dot, okay, pickle step dot text, okay, is completed, is completed, is completed, okay, and I want to print whether it is passed or not, okay, completed, and status is. So how do we access this status? Like this, okay. So here, paste it, okay. I'm going to terminate this execution, Control C, and that run it again. I will remove this debug points, and you see here, step item should be available, cart has completed, and the status is passed, because we have not added any assertions where it will fail it, right? That's the reason you will see everything as a passed. But imagine you want to attach some screenshot when it is failed only. In that particular time, you can say like this, if function dot result dot status, okay, equal to failed, okay, and then you want to attach some screenshot here. Yes, you can do it. That should be fine. I think we have it mistakenly written like this. It should be like this. Yeah. Okay. You attach some screenshot in here. Attach, attach screenshot. Right. We'll get to know even better when we integrate the concept of what we are learning today in tomorrow's playwright combination. Right. So this is very, very beneficial from the reporting perspective. Okay. So I hope it is clear, the concept of after step with a combination of, and you can directly destructure it. It doesn't mean that, okay, I have to, I have to, every time I have to refer like this function dot result dot. If you want to directly know the status, you can directly destructuring it. If you know the concept of destructuring, 1 second, copy these, comment it out, paste it over here. So rather than like this, you can simply say status. 1 second, status. I will remove this. Okay. First, let's see first what will come over here after destructuring. Log after step. Okay. After step, and keep the debug point over here just to see what it will come. Okay. Status does not exist on this type. Okay. Because it exists. 1 second, go back to your console. Okay. Let's say like this. I think status does not directly available here. I think it should be result. My bad. It should be result. So when you're destructuring, the name has to be same, right? Okay. So you see here, result is passed. You're destructuring it. I hope you know the destructuring concept. So you can Google it, or we'll cover in the TypeScript concepts or JavaScript concepts. Okay. So you can directly destructure it here, or else you can directly pass the object itself. Okay, where you can access like this function dot. You can give any name. It's not fn. You can give any name. Okay, in that you can access the different objects and their keys and their values. Okay, the same thing. The same thing. Okay, the same thing. We can also access. We can also access at the after also. Let me comment it out and go to after and comment it out. Let me say function. Okay. I have commented out everything. Only after it is there. So now you go here, take this one and double click, evaluate debug console, and you go here. See here. Did you observe we did not have a pickle step? Why? Because after will be executed after completion of all the steps, right? So in that particular time, it may not be having the status of the which step it is. That is the reason only these four values are given. 5. There can document, pickle, result, overall result, and this is overall result, not the step result. Step result you will get over here, step by step. But at this level, you will get the overall scenario status and how much time it has taken and which pickle it is. I mean, which scenario it is. You can even more, you can log it clearly. Okay. So like this, you can access these functions. I mean, these parameters for after and after step. Can I apply the same thing at after all also? No. Okay. I will give you an example. Go to after all and just say fn. Okay. Debug point over here. It is not needed. If you see here, it will throw the error. The reason is it is not allowed here. Test run hook function. It's not given. It is not remove fn1, just still you will get the error. Okay. After all level, you do not have that feature. Okay. So I hope it is clear. Similarly, you do not have for before all. But can I get the same thing for before step and after step? Yes, you can get it. Let's give an example here. I will add fn here and I will add fn here. Okay. Keep the debug point over here, over here. Okay. So clear and then run it. Okay. So double click, evaluate. And did you observe? We do not have status. Why? Because the scenario is itself is not started. After this particular hook, it will start. So there is no point in having the state, having the key, which is a status, right? So that is the reason you don't have the status at this level. You continue and right click, evaluate and debug status, evaluate in debug console. Now you have status undefined because it's not started, right? Once the step is completed, then only it will get to know, okay, whether it is passed or failed or skipped or whatever it is, right? But still, you will get the pickle step information. You will get the name of it, everything. You can access it. Okay, so for various reasons, you can make use of it, especially in the reporting part. I would say this is kind of a listener's concept in TestNG. Same thing you can think of over here. Okay, I hope the concept is clear. Thanks for watching.